So hello everyone. So I hope you have seen the last class. In last class we have done the chemical properties of ether of benzylic group. Yes or no? And I have told the difference between the benzylic ether and arylic ether. If on the ring there is a presence of CH2 and ether, so it was a benzylic ether, and if in the ring directly oxygen is present with an ether group, that is OCH2 group or OR group, so that we call as a arylic ether. Clear this part? So today you make a note or make a heading, that is chemical reaction involving arylic ether. Make a note here that chemical reaction of aryl ether. Clear? Okay, so in that first you write down, see, suppose I told you, see, this is an aryl ether, this is an aryl ether, OCH3, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and if this reaction, I am showing the reaction with HI, okay, if this reaction reacts with HI, so this HI will give me H plus, so what will happen here, it will generate here OCH3 and here H, and here there will be plus and here one lone pair, so here there will be H, okay. Now as on this oxygen we know, as on this oxygen is an electronegative element, but we have created positive charge on this oxygen, so which is not possible. Now what this happen, now this oxygen will starts to gain the electron to satisfy this plus. Now there is a two way of gaining the electron for the oxygen, either this oxygen will starts to gain the electron from this CH3, suppose. So if it starts to gain the electron from this CH3, so there will be generation of CH3 plus, yes or no? See here, if this oxygen starts to attract the electron from this CH3, so there will be removal of what? CH3 plus and OH. There is a removal of CH3 plus. Now this CH3 plus is nothing but a what? 1 degree carbocation. Yes or no? Now this CH3 plus is what? 1 degree carbocation. So which is highly unstable. And I told you in the last class only, the product will be formed of stable species only. If product is forming, that will be stable. Unstable species cannot be formed the product. So this is not possible. So oxygen is telling, okay, you give me electron, but CH3 is telling, but I am forming the 1 degree carbocation, I am unstable, I will not give the electron. Now oxygen starts to gain the electron from this ring. If the oxygen starts to gain the electron from this ring, so see, so what will happen? CH3OH will be formed and this species will be generated, we say as a phenylcation, which is highly unstable. You have to remember this, okay, which is highly unstable. Sir, this will do resonance. Phenylcation will not do the resonance. Phenoxide ion, there should be presence of some element here, either O or either carbon CH2 plus, they will do the resonance, but simply phenylcation will not do the resonance. Phenylcation cannot do the resonance, means this species is highly unstable species, means this will also not form. So this phenyl is telling to the oxygen, I will not give my electron. Why should I give? If I give you, I will be unstable. Now what will happen? So here cation generation is not possible. When cation generation is not possible, guarantee here SN1 mechanism will not take place. Yes or no? Here carbocation generation is not possible. And what does the SN2 mechanism says? SN2 mechanism says SN1 mechanism says what? Carbocation will takes place. But here this cannot be possible because 1 degree carbocation which is unstable. So this oxygen cannot gain the electron from this carbon. Now oxygen will starts to gain the electron from this phenyl. If phenyl gives the electron, will phenyl generate phenylcation. Phenylcation is also highly unstable. Means neither this can give the electron nor this can give the electron. Means here there will be no generation of carbocation. When there is no generation of carbocation, SN1 mechanism is not possible. SN1 mechanism is not possible means what will happen? When SN1 will not possible, SN2 will takes place. So this reaction are an example of SN2 mechanism. This reaction are an example of SN2 mechanism. Now who will help? So simple logic, this I minus will help. This I minus will attack here and this CH3 will leave this place. Okay, it will attacking from back side. Okay, I can write down in this way also that this I minus will react with this CH3 and phenol will be generated here. So this I minus will react with this phenol, this here CH3 and here CH3 will be generated. So see here, one nucleus, what will happen here? I minus is attached to release a O minus. This is oxygen only, no? This is also nucleophile. This is also nucleophile. So one nucleophile is coming to release another nucleophile. So this nucleophile is removed by attacking this. So here there will be no generation of carbocation. One will come, that is, it is happening from backside, but to understand here, I minus will come here, O will go. Okay. So as soon as it starts, it will here slowly positive charge will develop, but it will not give the time to develop the positive charge on this CH3. As the positive charge starts to develop, this I minus will come and attack. Point number 2. Remember SN2 mechanism, I told you that nucleophile will attack on the species where there will be a less crowding. See, there is, now you are thinking, sir, why I minus is not attacking here? I minus is attacking here only. Why not iodide is forming, not methanol? Yes or no? There is one question. When I minus can attack on this CH3, I minus can also attack here also. But why it is not happening? Remember SN2 mechanism. In SN2 mechanism, I told you that I minus nucleophile will attack on those species which contain less crowding or which contain less number of carbon. See the crowding here. Here crowding is maximum 6 carbon and here crowding is less. So this I minus will attack on those carbon which contain less number of carbon or less crowding. So here there is a less crowding. So this I minus will react with this CH3 only. This is nothing but your SN2 mechanism. This I have told you. So here this species will be generated, not the phenyl iodide. Iodobenzene will cannot be generated. Okay. So this species will generate. Clear this part? Clear? Now see here. Now we will go with excess. We will go with what? We will go with excess. See here. Next topic is with excess of HI. Who? Aryl ether. So we have to write down one key point, and key point says, very important key point, when aryl ether react with excess of HI, it forms two series of iodide. You have to remember, this is very important. If you remember this, the life will be easy for solving the reaction of aryl ether with excess of HI. Now what happened? See, if I take one ether and I react with excess HI, means I am taking 2 moles of HI, excess, that is why 2 moles or more than 2 moles, but minimum 2 moles. 1 mole means limited, 2 moles excess. What will happen here? I will generate Ri plus R dash I. This I will generate. What I will generate? Ri, 2 series of iodide, Ri and R dash I. How? See here. Step 1 we will see. ROR dash plus first HI. This HI will generate a nucleophile known as I minus. This nucleophile will attack on those carbon which contain less crowding. Now understand, this is R and this is R dash. We understand this R dash contain more number of carbon than this R. If this R contain 1 carbon, it will be 2 carbon, 3 carbon, 4 carbon, 6 carbon, 8 carbon. So always who contain less carbon? That R. So where this I minus will attack at present, this I minus will attack on this R. So this is nothing but which mechanism? SN2 mechanism. Yes or no? A nucleophile will attack on those carbon which contain less crowding, on those portion which contain less crowding. That is a point of SN2 mechanism. So this is nothing but your SN2 mechanism. So what will generate here? Ri will generate plus R dash OH. So I have used just first mole. Yes or no? R dash OH. Chalo. So this is step 1. Now we will see in the step 2. In step 2, this again R dash OH will come, and from out of 2 moles of HI, only 1 moles of HI I have used. Now I will use another moles of HI. So I will do this reaction. So here I minus will come. Now this I minus will do this reaction, nucleophilic substitution reaction. So here I will get R dash I and plus H plus OH minus H2O. So in this way, if I add this reaction, I will get this answer Ri and R dash I and removal of water here. Clear? removal of water. Clear this part? So you have to remember that when aryl ether reacts with excess of HI, it will form two series of iodide. Clear? First iodide will be formed which, according to SN2 mechanism, that is I minus will attack on those carbon which contain less crowding. Clear this part? Okay. So here mechanism is not required, which is not in the ask in the exam. We'll do it directly to understand. Now I will solve number of questions here so that you will get the answer. But see here, if I am using here excess of HI, if I use here excess of HI, then what will happen? We will see here. Or I will show here only. Suppose I am using aryl ether of excess of HI. Okay. So what will happen? For first we will do certain mechanism. Okay. Now see, here only I will show you. Okay. Or first we will do certain problems, then you will understand. Okay. See, one problem I will do, other problem you have to do. The first question is, here directly they are asking the question, they are not asking the mechanism, so do not worry about it. Okay. If they don't write down here 2 and simply they write down here excess, you understand it's an 2 only. Okay. Third I write down, that is CH2O CH3 plus 2HI excess, and fourth case OCH3 plus 2HI excess. See, try to get the answer if possible by seeing the last topic. Pause the video and try to get the answer and give me the answer so that you can understand very easily. And I will add on here solution also, do not worry about it. Done? Pause the video, write down. Chalo. So I hope you have done this solution. Now see first. First is CH3O C2H5. They will form two series of iodide. Which series? First is CH3I, CH2H5I and H2O. How? See. First step HI will come. This HI will generate I minus. This I minus will attack on those carbon which has a less crowding. So here it will attack. So it will form here what? CH3I plus C2H5OH. Clear? Another mole will come with this only C2H5OH to form what? HI. So what it will generate? So this OH and this H, so you will form what? H2O, it will generate here C2H5I. Yes or no? So if you add this, one iodide is this, another iodide is this, and this is extra product will get water. So what I will get the answer? I will get the answer as CH3I plus C2H5I plus water. Understood this? I will go with second. CH3 CO CH3 CH3 CH3. First mole of HI will come and this HI will generate I minus. SN2 mechanism will takes place. In SN2 mechanism, what will be generated? This I minus will attack on those carbon which contain less number of carbon. So I will form here CH3I and I will form here tertiary butyl alcohol COH. Yes or no? This H will here OH, here CH3, here CH3 and here CH3. Now this CH3 COH CH3 CH3 again react with HI. So now this I, this H and H will form here H2. So in the first step only SN2 mechanism. Next is substitution reaction. So it will form tertiary butyl iodide. So what the products I will get? I will get the product as, first I will get CH3I, then I will get tertiary butyl iodide, and I will liberate water. Clear? Next we will see this. Understood or not? Understanding, no? Next. Next is this part, CH2OCH3 plus Hi first. This Hi will form what? I minus. Now this I minus will attack here or here? See, it will attack here only because this carbon here crowding is more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, more crowding. Here there is a less crowding. So this I minus will attack here. So I will get here CH3I, and here as a byproduct I will get as in first step CH2OH, benzylic alcohol I will get. Now again this benzylic alcohol will react with second mole of Hi. So here OH and here H, it will form what here? H2O, and I will get here CH2I, methyl iodide, benzyl iodide, sorry. Clear this part? So this is benzylic iodide or benzyl iodide, okay. So first I will get as CH3I, and that I will get CH2I, okay. And here you will see the product, what the product will form here. Done this? Now this is important, fourth case. So you can make a note here, this is something different. When aryl will come, something different will take place, because we have seen also just now. What will happen here? See, this I minus will attack on this. So what will generate here? CH3I and plus OH. Yes or no? In second step this OH will come and this Hi will be there. Now this I minus attack where? Think about it. Can I minus attack here? If I minus want to attack here, there should develop a plus charge, but this charge cannot develop plus, because here there is a partial double bond character. Yes or no? This can be gained here. So there is a partial double bond character. When there is a partial double bond character, this bond cannot be broken only. This bond cannot be broken only if I minus attack on this H. Suppose if I minus is attacking on this H, so H to chet na. Okay, I minus is attacking this H, to this Hi and OH, one and same, no? Again I get what? OH. So whatever the reactant, same product back I got. So when this kind of things will happen, means what? This OH cannot be further reacted only. In short, this OH cannot be further reacted. So here the question is, if you use the Hi, whether there is an excess or whether there is a limited Hi, you will get same product. You will get the same product, okay. But it's not the case for this kind of, like this is aliphatic ether or this benzylic ether. It's only for arylic ether. If you use aryl ether with Hi, whether you use excess Hi or whether you use less Hi, the product remains same, but not case for this kind of ethers. If here less Hi, some other product, excess Hi, some other product. But for the aryl ether, whether you use less Hi or excess Hi, product remains same, and the product will be CH3I, which I have done just now, mechanism which I have shown it, OH. Clear this part? Which I have shown the mechanism, just starting of the lecture only I have shown the mechanism. Clear this part? So remember this. This is important, okay. See here on both the things I is coming. Here also I is coming, here also I is coming, here also I coming, here also I coming. But here there is no I, because whether you use excess or whether you use less, you will get the same reactant. Why? Because this bond cannot be broken. Because this bond is very strong bond. It creates the parts, and that too, instead of breaking this bond, if you see this OCH3, this having the extra electron, this is showing the partial double bond character. In short, instead of breaking, it can increase the density of this ring. Means this bond, it's very strong, and this bond cannot be broken. Due to this reason, excess Hi whether you use or you use less Hi, the product of aryl ether with Hi remains constant. Clear? And here also SN2 mechanism is only involving. Understood, student? Clear, no? Okay. So this was the chemical reaction of Hi involving the arylic ether. Okay. Now next we will go electrophilic substitution reaction. Okay. See here, of arylic ether and benzene ring. This is also very easy. Take a screenshot. Chalo. I will give you one note. Write down that note. Then we will start it. So okay, write down reaction of aryl ether, reaction of aryl ether with electrophile or electrophilic substitution reaction of ether, aryl ether. Okay, or electrophilic substitution reaction of aryl ether. Write down first point. See here, if I don't write down first, see, if I take this aryl ether OCH3, now they have a lone pair. This oxygen can have a lone pair. Means this lone pair will be, it can donate here this lone pair. So this bond will occur. Means here resonance is possible. Means this plus M will show plus M effect. That is mesomeric effect. Yes or no? Plus M effect is shown. When plus M effect is shown, so aryl ether oxygen activates the benzene ring. Yes or no? If it activates the benzene ring, so two position will be open, that is ortho and para. So when you do the electrophilic substitution reaction, don't write down. When you do the electrophilic substitution reaction, it will open two position. One is ortho and para. You know this resonance I have shown. No, here it will come. Then here minus charge will come. Then this minus charge will shift here. So this bond will come, and this minus charge will come here. Again this minus charge shift here. This minus charge will come here. If you see the resonance structure of ether, you will see that minus charge is seen on ortho and para. So when minus charge is seen on ortho and para, so whenever the electrophilic substitution reaction takes place of aryl ether, it will show two position. First is ortho position and it will show the para position. Write down this. Now you write down electrophilic substitution reaction on aryl ether. Electrophilic substitution reaction on aryl ether. Write down first. OR group in this way. OR group will increase the electron density in benzene. Due to benzene ring due to plus M effect, that is mesomeric effect. Due to plus M effect, that is mesomeric effect. Due to plus M effect, that is mesomeric effect. Hence OR group activates the benzene ring. Hence OR group activates the benzene ring. Hence OR group activates the benzene ring. Hence OR group activates the benzene ring and open up two position, that is ortho and para, for electrophilic substitution reaction. Hence open up two position ortho and para for electrophilic substitution reaction. And hence open up two position. Hence open up two position. That is ortho and para for electrophilic substitution reaction. Clear? So stop writing now. See, so upcoming, in short, it's telling what? In short, whenever you do the reaction of aryl ether with electrophile, so electrophile will come up on two position, ortho and para. We will see that, and we have to find the major and minor compound also. If there is a possible of hydrogen bonding, major will be that. Okay? Either hydrogen bonding is not possible, so you have to see what? You have to see the repulsion. Yes or no? Chalo. Clear this part? So write down. First reaction of any salt with bromine, that is bromination of any salt. Okay, somewhere you can see in your textbook, bromination of any salt. See beta, this is any salt, yes or no? Last class also I told you, OCH3 methyl phenyl ether or anisole, or this is nothing but what? Phenetol, ethyl phenyl ether. Okay, phenetol. Clear? So either anisole or phenetol. Clear? I am doing the reaction for anisole, and your textbook also is given for anisole. At your home you do for phenetol. Now see here. See, this is an anisole, OCH3, and I am doing the bromination. Last class also I told you that bromination will generate one, sorry, I can write down in this way Br. Okay, if this Br starts to gain the electrons, so they will generate one electrophile known as Br plus. So this Br plus will attack here, from here one H will come, and here this Br is forming Br minus. So here there will be a, yes or no, see beta, this is Br and this is Br. So there will be generation of Br plus and Br minus. Okay, so this is the electrophile bromine cation. So this will attack on ortho and as well as on para. When it is attacking on ortho, so one plus is attacking, one H plus is coming out. So electrophile substitution reaction. So that H plus react with the HBr. So forms what? HBr. And here two compounds are formed, either O-bromo anisole or here P-bromo anisole. Clear? I will write down here O-bromo anisole, and here I write down P-bromo anisole. Clear? Now, who will be major? See, is there possibility of here doing hydrogen bonding? No. There is no possibility of doing the hydrogen bonding. So there will be a maximum steric hindrance here. So when there is no possibility of hydrogen bonding and maximum steric hindrance, so here there will be least steric hindrance. One who is having least steric hindrance, there will be more stable. So this will be major. So P-bromo anisole will be major compound. This is the reaction of anisole with bromination. No mechanism, and mechanism you can do of yourself also. Yes or no? Ortho hydrogen, this hydrogen will give its life to regain this electron bond again. H plus will be removed, Br minus. This everything I have done in the phenolic part. So you are very well versed with that. Understanding or not? Clear this part? Again here resonance will take place. Yes or no? This resonance takes place. This bond will come here. Here minus charge will take place. Here Br will come. So there is one hydrogen here. This hydrogen will release as H plus by giving its bond back. Again this will be stable. So this H plus will react with this Br minus. Same story. Why to do? We know that. And it is not asked in the exam also. But you know this. Yes or no? Clear? Okay. So next I will go with the nitration of anisole. Done this part. So reaction of or write down this. Next is nitration of anisole. Third, nitration of anisole. So see, I am taking this anisole and they will activate the benzene ring and they will open up two positions. One is ortho and para, and we are doing what? Nitration. Nitration means what? Concentrated nitric acid in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, and they will generate one cation, that is NO2 plus. This everything I have told you. This NO2 plus will attack on this H, on ortho and on para, and on nitration at every time there will be removal of water molecule. This all you know. Okay. So what will be generated? See here. So OCH3 and NO2 here. Here also OCH3 and NO2 here. O nitro anisole, P nitro anisole. Now see, who will be minor, who will be major? So see, there is a possibility of hydrogen bonding here, H and O, phone H. It is possible? No. that H should be acidic hydrogen, then only it is possible, and this CH3 is not an acidic hydrogen. Remember I told previously somewhere, so there is no hydrogen bonding between this H and O, the H should be acidic hydrogen, and CH3 methyl hydrogen is not an acidic hydrogen, so here there is no possibility of hydrogen bonding. So when there is no possibility of hydrogen bonding, so here maximum steric hindrance, if, see, two conditions I told you for major and minor, steric hindrance and hydrogen bonding. No hydrogen bonding, see the steric hindrance. So there is no hydrogen bonding, so here steric hindrance will be maximum, here the steric hindrance will be minimum. So where there is a less steric hindrance, major compound will be that. So this is the major. Clear? Write down this. Clear? Now last two topics are there. Done now this, take a screenshot or write down it. Written beta? Sure. Next, any sol, beta. Any sol, SOLE or any sol, I don't know, I'll check it out. I am weak in English, you know that. Clear? So next is, we'll go with fourth, I guess. Friedel-Crafts alkylation of Friedel-Crafts alkylation of any salt. Now for Friedel-Crafts alkylation, FC alkylation, what we are using? We are using what? RX, yes or no? We are using which reagent? RX, alkyl halide, yes or no? And what is the reagent we are using? In the present catalyst we are using is anhydrous AlCl3, yes or no? This is your catalyst. And this is your reagent alkyl halide. Here I am using what? RX means I will use here CH3Cl. Any other also I can use. Okay? Chalo. So I will take any sol here. And I will react with CH3Cl FC alkylation in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3, and they will generate, this will generate one cation known as CH3 plus methyl ion, methyl cation. So this will come here or here. When it comes here, so electrophile substitution reaction will takes place. So here CH3 plus come and H plus goes out. So this H plus will react with this Cl minus forms HCl, and here two series of product will be forming. That is, one is ortho and para. So OCH3 and here CH3 and plus this CH3, OCH3 and here CH3. Now this is alkyl group, this is ether group. So alkyl group is the lowest group as compared to the ether. So they will gain the more number, they will get the least number. So numbering will be starting from here, 1, 2 here, here 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 methyl phenyl, 2 methyl, methyl phenyl ether, or 1, 2 position is O position, O methyl. This is known as, this whole portion is known as anisole. Yes or no? This whole portion is known as what? Anisole. So O methyl anisole, and here P methyl anisole. Is there possible of doing the hydrogen bonding? No. So here maximum steric hindrance, here least steric hindrance. So this will be major. Write down this. Done, no? Done, girls, students, boys, done, no? Chalo. Can I go for next? Okay. So now next we will go to Friedel-Crafts acylation. We have done alkylation. Now we will see acylation. So last topic, I say fifth or sixth, I don't know, something fifth. FC acylation of anisole, or aryl ether. Aryl ether means anisole. Okay. Now here when I am using the FC acylation, so I am using here what? RCOCl, acid chloride as a group. These are the reagent in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3. Anhydrous AlCl3. Okay, and example I can take CH3COCl. It depends on the question what they have given. I am taking this example as CH3COCl. So you take here anisole. Anisole will be OCH3, and I am reacting with here CH3COCl. This is nothing but Fc acylation. I am writing below so that I can show you the cation generated. Fc acylation, and Fc acylation means anhydrous AlCl3. Now CH3, C double bond O Cl is the acid chloride. So here there will be cleavage and generation will take place as CH3, C double bond O plus and Cl minus. So this is my cation electrophile which will be generated here. So I will generate here CH3 CO plus. This CH3 CO plus will attack on ortho. When it attacks on ortho, so electrophile substitution reaction will take place. Here CH3 CO plus comes on this ortho, H plus comes outside, so H plus will react with this Cl minus and forms here what? HCl. And here similar on para also. So here I will write down OCH3, and this CO will be attached on ortho position because CO is having the plus, not the CH3. So this reaction will take place, COCH3 plus here also OCH3 and here COCH3. So these reactions will take place. Okay. Now what is the name of this? Now see here, you understand this, COCH3. So this CO is nothing but your ketone. So this is nothing but methyl phenyl ketone or acetophenol. Remembering, no, this? Clear? Or methyl phenyl ketone. This is IUPAC name and this is common. So methyl phenyl ketone or complete is known as an acetophenol. So this portion is acetophenol. Yes or no? Next, if you see the reactivity series, in that reactivity series if you see this ketone is heavier group than the ether. So they should get the lowest number. So here 1 and here 2. Similarly here 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually the compound is acetophenol. Okay. How? See 1, 2 position is known as a ortho. And on ortho position this is the part. Now this is not an ether. Now it will convert into methoxy. So 2-methoxy methyl phenyl ketone or acetophenol. 2-methoxy acetophenol. Now here you can see on 4th position that is a methoxy. I cannot call methyl phenyl ether. No. Now this is methoxy because this is the lowest group as compared to ketone because now this is a ketone group. So ketone group is heaviest group. So I should give the lowest number this and the compound is this. So compound is what? This is the compound. That is methyl phenyl ketone. That is acetophenol is the compound. But substrate is what? This methoxy. So I write down here 4-methoxy methyl phenyl ketone or 4 means para. So para-methoxy, this whole compound is known as a acetophenol. Now see, here there is not a possibility of doing the COCH3. CO is attached here, outside is CH3. So there is no possibility of doing the hydrogen bonding between this CH3 and CH3. So here the steric hindrance is maximum, here the steric hindrance is minimum. So this will be the major compound. Clear this part? So here all the reactions of ether are over. And the good news for you is here also chapter is also over. So chapter is over here, alcohol phenol ether. Finally, in the next class I will start another chapter, that is coordination compound. Okay. So that's it you have to do in the alcohol phenol ether. If you have any doubt in any kind of a question, you can ask me on the software. I will explain it to you. Means all the logics which are given in the textbook I have covered, more than a textbook also I have covered. If you have any doubt, please ask me and please tell me so that it will be better clear for you. Clear? Thank you. Have a nice day.